All personality types are known for something specific, and this is especially true in the case of INTPs, since they are known to be the genius type. But are INTPs technically actually geniuses? A genius is defined as someone who is extraordinarily knowledgeable or innovative, either in general or in a specific area. Isabel Briggs Myers herself labeled this personality type as the scholar, theorist, and abstract thinker. Some people describe INTPs as the smartest personality type. They're rational, creative, and highly curious. Others might describe them as insufferable know-it-alls. But one thing's for sure, INTPs are definitely unconventional. Today I'm talking about 5 reasons an INTP might technically be a genius. Be sure to watch until the end of this video and let me know if you honestly think INTPs deserve the moniker genius. I'm interested to know what you think after you've seen what I've discovered. Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get the latest videos created to give you the tools to level up your life. Starting things off for me today, INTPs have a lot of knowledge about the world. Everyone has their own interests. You might enjoy surfing around on social media or watching goofy cat videos on your phone. That is not the case for INTPs. Instead, they prefer exploring and learning about new topics. They can take in a lot of knowledge at once and have a great time doing it. They are actively interested in the world. They want to know what caused the world to be the way it is, or why do people act the way they do. INTPs are inquisitive about everything and will research anything, whether it's history, philosophy, or science. As a result, INTPs have an abundance of knowledge. All of that knowledge and information keeps an INTP's mind active and fascinating. And they're never satisfied. There's always more knowledge to be gained for an INTP. They are continuously hungry for additional knowledge, which is why they are always looking for new learning opportunities. After a lot of research on various subjects, an INTP may have so much knowledge about the world that they are considered geniuses. They've simply delved into so many topics and absorbed so much information that they can recall details and bring up knowledge in almost every conversation. This generally confuses others, but it's one of the reasons an INTP could be considered a true genius. Next up on my list today is that INTPs are constantly analyzing everything. INTPs not only constantly explore topics, but they also actively question everything. Imagine you're at the beach. It's a breezy day. The water is rife with waves. How would you react? Lie near the water, take some selfies, and enjoy the sunshine? It's a little different for INTPs because they are always analyzing what they see. For example, they may be perplexed as to how the existence of tidal forces is related to the speed of the waves, or what else influences the wave's speed. All of these questions might be going on in the minds of INTPs, and when they come back home, they will probably end up on Google trying to figure out all the answers. When the people around them hear these questions, they're typically shocked, yet quite impressed to see how their minds actually work. Some people might see this as a negative, like an INTP can't truly just simply enjoy anything, always analyzing. What you have to understand is that is exactly how an INTP enjoys spending their time. They see the beauty in things and enjoy the moment, just in a very different way. All of this analysis just continues to add to their ever-growing knowledge library, placing more bricks in their intelligence foundation, which by definition could be considered a genius activity. Kicking off my top 3 today is that INTPs are great at solving problems. INTPs excel at adjusting to different situations. In fact, they enjoy seeing absolutely everything from numerous perspectives. As a result, they are excellent problem solvers for virtually any scenario. Others may be stuck on the issue because they are only viewing it from one aspect. However, INTPs are capable of addressing problems from various angles and attempting to determine the factors that would lead them to a solution. And not just any solution will do. The most effective and efficient solution is what the INTP is after. Rather than simply seeing things through the eyes of old and proven approaches, they will consider all of the possible outcomes of the situation and attempt to identify the optimal path that will address the problem at hand. Because of this, INTPs are often able to solve problems in unique and innovative ways, sometimes in ways that no one could have predicted, which of course impresses the people around them. Because they always seem to have the solution to everything, pulling from their experience and knowledge, it's no wonder why a lot of people could consider an INTP exceptionally intelligent. If you've gotten some value from this video so far, please show your appreciation by hitting that like button. That signals to YouTube that you think other people could benefit from this video too. In the runner-up spot on my list today is that INTPs don't let their emotions affect their actions. The most common flaw for most people is allowing their feelings and emotions to dictate their path of action. That's because when you think from your heart rather than your head, you frequently take the easy way out and make the wrong choices. What strikes others about INTPs and distinguishes them as brilliant is that they rarely, if ever, allow their emotions to get in the way of their decisions. INTPs become so preoccupied with logic and analysis that they lose sight of the human component. They concentrate on reasoning rather than emotions. Their minds are constantly looking for methods to rationalize their feelings, which is why they frequently fail to even own emotions such as rage or sadness. And because they are among the rare individuals who can approach problems logically rather than emotionally, they are seen as highly intelligent. While this normally helps them make smart, informed choices, and is one of the reasons INTPs are recognized as the genius personality type, it may also become a major problem. They can end up storing away so much of their emotions that when they finally release them, it's like a flood with the dam bursting, and these moments are usually very unsettling for those who are around them. Aside from these rare instances and displays of emotion, people often assume that INTPs are emotionless, cold, and uncaring. Do you believe INTPs to be the true genius personality type? What are your thoughts on these reasons that they might be? Leave your opinions, experiences, and stories in the comments below. Topping my list, and the number one reason INTPs might technically be a genius is that they break things down to fully understand them. Another factor that makes INTPs stand out to others is their mental process and the way they break down information in order to completely comprehend it. However, it's not something they do intentionally. That's simply how their minds operate. When an INTP is given new knowledge, their brain subconsciously processes it by breaking it down and examining how the various elements of the information interact with one another. They take a look at the data. They break things down, they ask questions, and they go through a whole process to fully digest and absorb the information. Even if they aren't especially interested in the subject, they make certain that they fully comprehend everything they are given. This is also connected to their insatiable curiosity. For an INTP, that's simply how their brains work. It's just their normal process. But for others, seeing them try to figure things out is really remarkable. People around them are extremely impressed when they observe an INTP taking in new knowledge and attempting to figure it all out. However, INTPs don't do any of this to impress people. Typically, they couldn't care less if you are impressed or not. It's not admiration that they are after, it's the truth, knowledge, and facts. That is what is important for an INTP, and it actually really drives them crazy when people try to utilize an INTP's strengths and their intelligence so that they can take the easy way out of things. This video is going to make sure that you are a true INTP. These are obvious signs that you are an INTP personality, and they are the advantages you have in life.